Welcome to Lexington, Kentucky, the Bluegrass State and home to the Kentucky Wildcats. And Big Blue Nation has turned out, revved up, and ready to go. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Blue Devils will kick it away first. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Wildcats offense will take the first swing of the game. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Quickly to the tight end. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed and can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
He's got it on the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, I'm going to have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Kentucky right back to the line. Wants to throw on second down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks, because he got nothing after the catch. Wants to throw on first down. He finds his man. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Here's the handoff. Tackled after picking up the first down.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, right down the field. You just run to set yourself up now in first and goal. They are feeling it.
And the Wildcats have it in scoring position on first and goal. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Blue Devils offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Right back to him on the ground. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
Yeah, it's a really good job with the misdirection, right? Bringing somebody's one direction with so much speed, the defense reacts. Now you bring another guy the other direction. Hard to see one and then react to the other, especially with that kind of speed on the field. And that's why you had a big play.
The Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. Offense gets set for 2nd down. The run to the right. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Lets it fly deep downfield. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils. And the extra point was good to finish things off. So a drive there of 84 yards. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
He's got it. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Kentucky going quickly. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. And that last completion left them short of the sticks. It's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the pressure gets to him, down goes the quarterback. 1st down sack, pushes it back, now it's 2nd down. The give to the tailback. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Off play action. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Now the pitch. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Holding. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, 1st down. Running to the left. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. There's always that issue of conference pride, of keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do. Going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he makes the catch inside the 20. Touchdown, Duke. And once he got loose, it was all over.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Kentucky right back to the line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Got his man in the middle. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give him a 1st down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Offense, quick tempo. The run from the shotgun. At midfield, he's got room. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
When they've got him looking run, now to pass. He'll pull it down. Runs through the tackle. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this score.
got the quick pass. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. First down for this offense. He wants to throw. Going for the big play. He's got it on the right. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30+. That's the thing about this offense. You think you've got him backed up, and then you don't. First and 10 from inside the 50. Pulls his way forward. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Leaves it with the back. At the 20, he's got space. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And the quarterback is snowed under. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. At the 40, there he goes. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense. In their running game, that time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
They'll throw it on 1st down. He'll take a shot. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Moving out of the pocket. He'll take another shot here. Oh, man, he almost picked that one off in the end zone. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll try it over the left side. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what a pleasure it's been to watch these 2 teams thus far there in Lexington. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Kroger Field.
Kentucky teeing it up and ready to go here in the 2nd half. On the run from from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB design run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front. Guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
Got it in the middle. It's Burns. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Can't get him to the ground. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on second down. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards.
He's going for a big play downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Well, the offense is taking a chance here, staying on the field inside its own 40. Getting some heat. They get to him as he throws. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. The Blue Devils are moving quickly down the field. To the ground with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Throws to the wideout. He can't make the catch. He was open on the crossing route, and instead they're facing a 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Fires left. And the incomplete pass turns the ball over on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They're trying to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more.
Can anyone catch him? And he's brought down after a huge completion. Kentucky going quickly.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The play action fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. It's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Man, you see wide receivers make those catches and try to get upfield and now turn into a running back, make something happen. And a lot of times you just forget to secure that football real tight. And you could tell DB got it out. Big mistake, big turnover, nice forced turnover by the defense.
And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Love the coverage on the back end. The defender staying right by the receiver and the intended target. And as a result, that ball's incomplete.
Throws to the back. This time it's complete. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. On the move at the 30. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. He's now up to 83 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. The offense set for a first down play. The RPO, it's complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stays. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Snap in the shotgun. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Didn't help themselves much on first down. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 20. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab down the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else fires the pass. Intercepted. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. Well, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. Looking to move it through the air. Going to try to get it himself. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. And the Blue Devils have it with a first and goal. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Duke. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Kentucky, 7.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They think there's room to run to the right here. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He wants to throw here on second down. Got his man downfield. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. He's looking to throw it. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
The aerial assault continues. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Pass on the way. It's picked off. He'll try to take it back. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Blue Devils. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UNLV looks like it sent the JV squad out there today. An offense that can't move the sticks and a defense that looks disinterested. They're trailing by 14 to Air Force. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Feeling some heat. Trying to make magic with his feet.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Makes his connection. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. They're working that left side. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explore...
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats! This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team, true to its name, as they make the grab and get the ball. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
A first down for the offense. The snap sets up the throw. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Pulls it in inside the 10. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now,
touchdown, Duke! And the punishment has been extended. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. Unloads to the right. Lost, the defense is wide open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He wants to throw it again. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
Number 12.
yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. They're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And he added the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
And it starts with the kick, right? You got to kick the top of the football, get a good bounce, get kind of lucky, right? Like it's got to bounce off the guys, and the kick team was ready. Pounced on the football, they got the ball, and got some momentum.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
You want to have a lot of success on defense, make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. This defense has been doing it time and time again, and you can tell this quarterback doesn't have a prayer.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man on the right. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Fires to the right. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He wants to throw. Dances away to buy time. Firing to the right, complete. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Across the 25, he's got room. He's now up to 104 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
The Blue Devils are in the hurry-up. They'll run the option. Just steamrolling his way through. Touchdown, Blue Devils! And the stomping has commenced. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. New set of downs after that completion. Looking to go up top on first down. Finds the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Coming after it. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. On fourth down, looking to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And he returned that into reverse skate in a hurry and takes it to the 46. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes.
Looking to take a shot. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong.
And the pass hits, picked off. Got some room to run. The 40. At the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, and he builds some momentum for some future games.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Kentucky, 28.
He'll start the return inside his 5.
You know, a lot of offensive coordinators script the first, 5 to 10 to 15 plays. You don't usually draw that up for inside your own 10. Bad field position to start. This offense needs to come out, get a few positive plays.
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, Duke. And the route is on. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
First down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. He looks that one in nicely. Makes a catch and knocked down. And after this play, the cake will be baked. On second down, wants to throw it. Looking for the end zone. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And with that turnover, we come to the close of this game. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.